Good morning, welcome to my channel, The Life of Angie, where I will be talking about a little bit of this and that, but today is the part 2 of my tummy tuck journey. Don't mind me, y'all, I'm driving. I know I shouldn't be recording and driving, but a girl gotta do what a girl gotta do. If y'all want to keep up with my journey, I gotta fix myself, y'all. Like, subscribe, so you can know when I'm coming on to spill this tea. So I wanted to do my journey in sections just because I know our attention span is so short. So it's like you want the most information in the shortest amount of time. So that's what I'm gonna do. My part 2 today, I'm just gonna basically explain my planning, my tummy tuck journey process. So my last video, I gave the initial breakdown of how I went by booking my surgery date and where. My advice to you is to you can include different tips from different women to, you know, plan out your own journey or whatever. But do know, this is a disclaimer, my journey is not going to be the same as anyone else's journey. Know that each journey is different, you know. You are going to have some hiccups along the road. So when you come to the point where you're ready in your heart to book your surgery, please go into this journey with an open mind, because things don't work out the way we want to, and that's just real life. Like anything we do, you know, there's gonna be some negativity along the way trying to stop us from getting to where we want to be and doing what we want to do. But this journey, I would say, has 3 or 4 stages. So a part of my planning process, and I'm sure each of you that are planning on having a surgery of whatever kind you desire, do you, boo, do you. For you, by you, do you. And I know there's so much negativity surrounding plastic surgery. Like, people are like, why you doing this? Why you need to do that? Excuse me, last time I checked, this is not financially hurting you, bothering you, upsetting you. You ain't gonna lose no sleep. This is about me right here. Me, all me. I'm doing this for me. This is not affecting you anyway. So mind your business. Tell people, mind the business that pay you, okay? Mind your business. This does not affect you, okay? Mind your business. This is not for you. This is for me. So mind your business. So I would say there's 3 stages. There's a financial portion of it. You know, you have to get the money to get the surgery, because if you don't have the money, it's not going to happen. You know, that's one step of the process. So you have to plan out how you're going to save up for it. And in my case, you know, I'm married. I'm 34, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that in the beginning. So my significant other is giving me half of the total cost of everything. So that's the way I choose to save up for it. But I also want to budget along throughout this whole process, because, you know, I'm not trying to spend an arm and a leg on, you know, the process of paying for it. You have the aftercare of it, you know, the travel expenses. It all adds up real quick, okay? And your girl right here is on a budget all day, every day. The price got to be right, okay? So shop around. So the financial part of it also includes the initial consultations. I would advise you, I can't tell any human what to do, but I can give my best honest opinion, and that would be please try to get consults where there is no consultation fee, because baby, consultation fees add up real quick, okay? I mean real quick, okay? They add up, and unless you got a lot of money, don't do it. I know I had 2 consultations. So my first one was in my home state, Iowa, and I went to, it's called the University Hospital, where they have so many departments. They have cosmetic. I went there to actually get my braces, and they were good. And it was a program where they have student helpers, helping with the process, and my teeth are on point. So they did an amazing job. So I did do a consultation with the hospital, and it was $100 fee. So I went or whatever, and the surgeon, while he was evaluating me, he was telling me what he could do, and then he was recommending other things, and that was a red flag. Like, no, this is my body. Disclaimer. Please, have notes and have your plan of what you want from the surgeon and how they can help you. Notice red flags when they start telling you other things that they may think you're interested in. Stop them real quick. Stop them. Like, whoop, pump them brakes. I came here for A and B. I didn't come here for C, so please do not try to suggest me spending more money, because, no, not going to happen. So I went there for the consult of the tummy tuck. In the technical medical term, it's called abdominoplasty. I think I'm saying it right, y'all. I get tongue twister. Like, okay, that's the proper way of saying it, and that's what they're going to have on your paperwork whenever you do get your contract. So he was saying, he can do tummy tuck and lipo to the flanks. And then he was looking at my body and was like, oh, would you want lipo to your thighs? No, thank you. No, thank you. My thighs are fine. Do not focus on any other body part but this midsection. I am here only for this midsection. And I don't want lipo because I feel like cellulite, I can tighten it up on my own. My thighs are fine, okay? Thick lives saves lives, okay? Don't get it twisted. Thick thighs save lives, okay? Okay? I need this cushion for the winter. I'm good. I'll work on that. If I want to tighten them up, slim them down, I'm going to do that on my own, and it's not going to cost so many thousands of dollars, okay? So that was a red flag. His price, when he gave me the quote of the procedures that I wanted, it was, I think it totaled up to $12,000. And at that time, I was like, no, thank you. I am not spending $12,000. I don't have $12,000 right now. He must be out of his mind. And don't get me wrong, he probably would be a great surgeon. But let's be honest. Let's be so honest. I am African American. Okay. Each female, our body types are so different. Okay. Let's be clear. Let's be 100. Like, I'm going to be as honest as I can be. Okay. Some of us are curvier than others. Some of us are not. Okay. So with that being said, there are some surgeons that are perfect for certain body types. Okay. But there are surgeons that are not experienced with curvy body types and things of that nature. So I definitely want to go to a surgeon that has experience with curvier size women. He may have been a good surgeon, but as I said once again, he was not for me. In my heart, I didn't believe he could achieve my my request. And I'm only, I think yesterday I got on the scale. I am 200, probably like 210 pounds. I am 5 foot and 6 inches. But I'm counting down. I'm only counting working days, y'all. So I'm counting Monday through Friday. I looked at the calendar today. I believe I have 12 working days, and with the weekend, I think it was 12, and then not including the weekend, I think it was 8 days. Today is the 2nd, right? Let me check real quick, y'all, because I don't even. Today the 3rd. Okay. So, if I include the weekend, I really have 14 days for this to happen. But I'm only counting Monday through Friday because I have 2 days off of work on the week. So, I subtracted them. Okay. Whatever. So, the countdown is on. But back to, getting ready to select your surgeon and the consultation fees, they add up. But if you happen to go to someone who has a consultation fee, do know that they did tell me this, and I'm going to try to be as honest as I can be with my own personal experience. Okay, no one's journey is perfect. Know that there's going to be trial and error. Nothing, everything in life is going to be trial and error. But he did tell me once I got the quote of everything printed out that my consultation fee would be transferred to the procedure if I happened to select him. But they had requirements where in order for you to book with them, you had to put half down. And then once your date was given, you had to pay the other. So I definitely was not in a position to do that at that time. And I wanted to think about it and explore my options, Don't go with your first mind, like pump the brakes, take a pause, think about it, and go from there. So as I said before, I am going to Florida to get my procedure. So I paid my deposit and I got my contract. I signed it and I started mentally trying to wrap my head around, okay, this is going to happen in X amount of months. This is what I have to do. Hopefully nothing happens in between time. I'm almost there, y'all. So even as closer as I get to that day, anything can happen. Anything can go wrong. Just know that. So be open to that. So I am just praying and praying that nothing does go wrong. Life happened, someone can pass away in my immediate family. God forbid that. My health, anything can happen. So I am open-minded to knowing that, there may be a chance that it may not happen. That's okay. It may be a sign. Everything's a sign. Everything happens for a reason. So that's the financial portion of it. So then you have the mental phase of it, and I feel like we're going to go through this mental roller coaster from the day you lock in your surgery date. Give your surgery center that deposit, honey. That's going to be on your membrane for the entire time, even after the fact. So it's definitely a emotional roller coaster. As I'm getting closer, I feel like I get anxiety, like my heart is like pounding, pounding, pounding. I'm like, oh Lord, let me stop thinking about the surgery. But it's hard to control, I would say I'm trying to be the best I can be. But the closer you get to your actual surgery date, take a step back from the surgery groups. But in my case, y'all, I feel like a lot of the groups, I might not comment on, but I'm there for the tea just to see if something interesting is happening that day, and I need to be aware. We all in this together, okay? It's the sisterhood of the sisterhood, like all the women around the world. We share, our input, our journeys, advice, and some of it may be helpful. So I keep checking in on the groups. It may be some tea, and I'm going to share a story with you guys that happened to me along the way of this journey. So I had my date locked in with my deposit, and I had chose a doctor. I knew a friend that went to him, and her results looked great. And do know our bodies are not all the same. So what he gave her, there may be a chance he can't give me because I might have more fat than her or whatever. But that's okay. I am not trying to get, a Black China body, a Rihanna body. I'm trying to get snatched for me, by me, for me, okay? For me, okay? I just need the kangaroo pouch, not to sit in my lap. No more. And we good. I need to not do the running man dance in my jeans. Do you hear me? I be running in my jeans trying to pull them up. My husband be looking at me like, what are you doing? I'm trying to get my jeans on, you know, the stomach in the way. These hips and the stomach in the way. But I'm going to get it together. I'm going to get it together. But anywho, like I was saying before, in this one group, I forget what it's called, y'all. It's a Florida group. It's so many groups. I can't keep up. But anyway, so I had chose my doctor or whatever, and I was good. I thought, you know, I'm relieved. I got that dealt with. Okay, just wait on it. Everything else, you know, I can plan for the next part of it. So one day I was looking at the group, and I noticed one of the ladies were like, hey, you guys, is it true that Dr. Salas is not working at this facility anymore? I'm booked with him. What am I gonna do? The coordinators are not reaching out to me. Like, what should we do? So I'm like, wait, hold on, wait a minute. Wait 1 minute. What's going on? You know, so this definitely was alarming. So I'm nosy. I've been nosy since birth, and I'm not going to be nosy, because if it doesn't look right, feel right, it's not right. Okay. So, I reached out to the facility in Florida. I called them and was like, you know, is this true? Is this a rumor? Because, you know, the internet don't lie sometimes. Everything be on the internet. Okay. But I'm finna get to the bottom of this real quick, because I need to know. Okay. Because this is affecting me and my procedure. So I called, and my communication with the center was on point. I called early in the morning because I think the time difference is, I think they're 2 hours ahead of my central time or whatever. So I called and I asked, and she confirmed it was true. He will not be practicing with them anymore. He has a private practice, and his private practice was more, and I wasn't set on going to his private practice. So I asked her, like, what can I do? And she was like, you can just switch to another doctor. And I'm like, what? Like, I have my heart set on him. I've been researching his work and seeing if there's any deaths and risks and anything else I need to be worried about. And so my heart just like, bummer. Like, really? So she started naming all the other doctors they had. And I think a couple of days before I called, I had started researching other doctors anyway. And I reached out to my friend that went to the same center, and she was naming another doctor that she had a family member go to. So she was like, his work is good, whatever. So I had switched the doctor to him. And I'm like, oh, Lord, I hope I made the best decision. You know, my life is in his hands. I hope he can do me right. You know, I'm not asking for too much. I just need my kangaroo pouch to be gone. Like, bye-bye. Like, you need to go. Take it away. Burn it. Destroy it. Like, I want my body back. Okay? I am trying to be comfortable this summer. I just want to be comfortable. I'm not trying to be hoochie mommy, like showing my stomach off. I might in the house, because my husband, he don't feel that. Looking comfortable in a crop top, not having my extra hang time stomach hanging over my jeans, like, ugh. So I was able to switch doctors, and everything was good. She was telling me that since I switched doctors, the doctor I switched to was actually a little cheaper than the original doctor. So I was like, oh, okay. So I made sure that they emailed me a new contract, an updated contract with the new doctor's information and all the clearance paperwork that I would need for my procedure. So with the facility I'm selecting, my communication has been on point. Like, when I feel like I need to reach out, I reach out. I personally don't like reaching out to people via text. I really like to get them on phone when it's important stuff like that. You know, I need to talk to you because some more questions may come up along the way, and I need a quick response. You know, text messages sometimes take longer, and I don't have that much time to be waiting. So that is how the surgery groups helped me, finding out that my doctor was no longer with them and I needed to find another doctor that was affiliated with the center. And also, the doctor that I have selected now, he's not at the center that I originally thought. So it's going to be confusing. So I had to get familiar and do my research about the area that I will be going to now to have the procedure done and familiarizing myself with where I'm going to stay and stuff like that. So it's definitely going to be a mental roller coaster the entire way, planning out each stage and phase. It's going to be a lot, but you can do it. You can do it. Just start researching, writing down what you want to do, where you want to stay, and how all that's going to play out. So I've mentioned the financial part, the mental part. Is definitely going to be a physical part because if, say for instance, my BMI was, I think right now it's 33, but I still wanted to lose about 10 pounds. I have time. I'm going to do a cabbage soup diet cleanse this week for the remainder until it's time to fly out. So there's going to be a physical part where you want to get your body to the best health before you get on this table, okay? So, yes, take your vitamins. If you need to start working out, walking, don't try to do too much. Strain your heart, your legs, nothing. Start working out whenever you can. It's important. It's important. It's very important. Your health is important. So that's the physical side. So we have the financial, the physical, the mental, and there was one more that I was going to say. I forget, y'all. Come on. Physical, mental, financial. So it's 3. Okay, y'all. If it comes to me, I'll talk about it later. But I forget what the other stage I was going to mention. But I am in the stage where I am still planning. I am praying that everything works out in my favor. I did get a test run of my medical labs that were going to be needed to get me cleared by my primary caregiver, primary PCP. Okay, there we go. I did get a test run to make sure my hemoglobin was on point because I am always cold. Like right now, I think it's like 40 some degrees. I am always cold. Like I'm cold. So my hemo was 13.3 in March, and I had my final labs ran like 2 weeks ago almost, and it was 13.6. So I'm good there. So I'm not anemic, but I do want to keep building my iron levels so that after the procedure, I'm not weak, and from all the blood loss, I can build it back up real quick. So my communication point has been on point. I'm still planning and preparing, and I think that was the 4th portion, planning. You're always going to be planning as far as where you want to stay, which route you want to go. Okay, so my personal preference in the beginning, you may change your mind along the way. It's okay. It is okay. Do what's best for you. Don't let no one tell you what to do, when to do, how to do it. This is for you. So originally, I had my heart set on a recovery home, and I knew a friend that went there, and she told me like they were great. They did this, they did that. They made me food. They got my meds. They picked me up. They dropped me off. There was no problems. I was able to get a hold of them, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that sounded all good. I had reached out to them, and I was still skeptical. I was on the fence like, I might, but I don't know. I'm not sure yet. We're not there yet. And disclaimer, I will recommend not to book your flights or recovery homes, Airbnbs, hotels until you are getting close to getting cleared, or you have been cleared by your PCP and the surgery center. I didn't book no flight, no hotel until I received that message saying I was cleared. I'm not I don't have any money to waste on all these extra things I got to pay for if I'm not clear first. It's pointless. Wouldn't make sense to do. So, yeah, I was going to go to a recovery home, and then the groups came in handy. Again, if you don't know what Protect the Investment is by Ebony King, you need to find her on Instagram or Facebook. She is there. She will give you all the tea all day, any way you want it. And the groups told me that the recovery homes in Florida were having so many issues. They were getting shut down left and right because they were doing the most. They was out for money, and they were overbooking women, and they didn't have enough nurses to properly care for these women. So they was losing their mind. And that was a red flag. And I ain't doing that. So I felt some kind of way, at the end of the day, after you are getting a procedure, I didn't feel comfortable putting strangers that I don't know. I just paid them money and seen, pictures of their facility online, the recovery home. Taking care of me. I feel like after surgery, your caregivers are the most important people in your life, because they're going to be taking care of you, nursing you back to health, and I want to be comfortable with people I know. So I stretched the recovery home part. I said, nope, I ain't doing it. Let me see who I can find in my family to come with me that have the time. I will pay for their flights to go there. So my two oldest aunts are going. One is like another mother. Both of them, they're like my other mothers. Both of my aunts are going with me. And I'm so excited because I know they will take care of me. They from the old school. They don't play. They're going to nurse me back to health and everything. So that's where I'm at with the planning. I booked my hotel, and it's going to have a kitchenette and everything. And I'm more at ease knowing that, I'm going to be nervous and scared going into surgery. But coming out, knowing that both of my aunts are going to be there, they don't play about me. I'm Angie. I'm their niece. They don't play. They going to make sure I'm all right. I'm going to tell them everything to have and do and be waiting for me. We going to pray going in this thing. I'm going to pray so much that day. It ain't going to make no sense. And afterwards, I'm going to pray some more, because I have to get back to my family. But I am in a safe headspace right now, and that is where I'm at with my planning. But I hope this video has been helpful for you ladies, and if you have any questions along the way, feel free to comment below and I will try my best to answer them. But y'all have a fabulous day. Until next time, see you here on Angie's Life YouTube channel.